Hi everyone, Scott Schweiger back with another Tuesday Tax Tip. Last week was all about crowdfunding and how donations or gifts from sites like GoFundMe are treated in the tax world. This week, I want to step into the sharing economy. Earlier this year, I did a crash course on rideshare drivers, but now I want to talk to you Airbnb and VRBO hosts. Now, the proper tax treatment of your Airbnb or VRBO rental, we'll just call it a rental from here on as a catch-all, okay? Can be a little complex. The big question always is, what schedule should this go on? Because it can be a Schedule C or it can be a Schedule E. And for those more traditional type rentals, you'll have to check out next week because this week I'm going to address those experience rentals. Have you heard of those? That's where you don't rent a room or a cabin or a condo or something traditional. You end up getting an RV or a yacht or some sort of alternative accommodation. And for the purposes of this video, just kind of think of an RV rental. The big thing here is that a lot of these experience rentals are renting out of personal property. And that it's personal property does make one thing very clear. You report the activity on a Schedule C, period. Even if you're renting out your RV that's parked at a permanent site and the guest will not be driving it, it's still a Schedule C activity. And why is that important? Well, because with a Schedule C, generally you're subject to self-employment taxes on that income. And with a Schedule E, generally you are not. Other issues to keep in mind would be personal versus business use and the allocation of your expenses based on this. Whether or not you're going to be treating the rental like a business or a hobby. Side note, you can't take a loss on a hobby. And keeping detailed documentation and substantiation of any personal use or business-related expenses. It's because of the often mixed business and personal use that these are all essential in case the IRS ever comes calling and asking questions. Now, keep in mind, this isn't an exhaustive list of all of the elements for determining proper treatment of your Airbnb or VRBO or any of the others. This is merely a quick peek at some vital considerations for your experience rental. Obviously, how this tip will impact you will depend on your particular set of facts and circumstances, like if you have an Airbnb, a VRBO, or other type of rental, and what kind of accommodation you actually offer. If you do have questions, please reach out to your tax advisor or feel free to contact me. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you join me next week for another Tuesday Tax.